Just a couple of questions. And the first question is, how many evangelists did we hear about Pastor Dave preaching this morning, even in the children's sermon? Yeah. Remember? What was the children's sermon about? Oh my goodness, that was 2 hours. What's today?
St. Patrick.
Exactly. St. Patrick was an evangelist. And then our main subject of the message this morning, who was he?
John.
Good evangelist or bad evangelist? Well, the end of the story is they got saved, right? So, if you would happen to look at Mark chapter 5, there's a biblical, historical reference to a demon-possessed guy. And this was a really, really significant situation because if you remember, there were a legion of demons in this guy. And the demons actually told Jesus whenever they realized Jesus has all authority, just like Matthew chapter 28 says, and he's going to put us into the abyss. Jesus, could you please send us to the pigs? Now you remember the situation? Okay, well let me read to you just very, very quickly. And Jesus was getting into the boat after this young man had been delivered of the demons. The man who had been demon-possessed begged to go with him. Now, how many times have you found that in the scripture that somebody wanted to follow Jesus so bad they begged him? And Jesus said, what? Jesus did not let him. Why? Go home to your family and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you. And so what did this young man do? So the man went away and began telling in the Decapolis, or the 10 cities, that's what 10 in Italian means, right? In the 10 cities, how much Jesus had done for him, and all the people were amazed. We've already spoken about it. It's our personal experience with Jesus. It's our intimate personal experience with Jesus that is our best evangelism tool. Then again, in John chapter 4, we remember this dear lady very, very well because she had how many husbands? And the one that she was with, she wasn't even married to. And she was out getting water in the middle of the day at the hottest time of the day. That's not when you go normally to get water. But we look down in John chapter 4, verse 28. Then leaving her water, because Jesus has now actually revealed himself as Messiah, the first time in Scripture. He's revealed himself as Messiah to this Samaritan woman who's not even married to the man she's living with, and she's had 5 husbands. Leaving her water jar, the woman went back to the town and said to the people, "Come see a man who told me everything I ever did," even the not so good stuff. Could this be the Christ? They came out to the town and made their way toward him. Meanwhile, the disciples urged him, "Rabbi, eat something." But he said to them, "I have food to eat that you know nothing about." Then the disciples said to each other, "Could someone have brought him some food?" "My food," Jesus said, "is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work." The point of this part is found in verse 39. Many of the Samaritans from that town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. And then if you skip over to John chapter 9, this situation is that young man who was born blind. He wasn't young, like an infant in arms. He was now a young man. And he was begging every day publicly. Everybody in the town knew him. The only difference was Jesus made some mud, spit with some dirt in his hand, put it on the guy's eyes. Now, he didn't always do that, but this time he did. And then he told the guy to go wash in the pool. The guy saw it. He wasn't blind anymore. Problem with that? It happened on Saturday. Dun, 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 dun. Now the Pharisees are involved. And they drag the boy into court. What happened to you? Jesus healed him. Then he dragged the parents in. What happened to your son? Well, he was born blind. Now he's not blind. Anything else you want to know? You have to ask him because he's an adult. They didn't want to get him. So what they do? They drag the kid into court a second time. And this is what we find very interesting in John chapter 9, verse 25. He replied, because they considered Jesus to be a sinner, because God healed somebody on a Saturday. Can God heal somebody on a Saturday? Yeah, if he wants to. Verse 25, the boy replied to the Pharisees in the courtroom, whether he is a sinner or not, I don't know. One thing I do know, he's blind. Now, I see. Is that Amazing Grace? Amazing Grace has that phrase in its chorus because this boy was blind. Now he sees. That boy, at that moment, was an evangelist. He shared his testimony, his experience with Jesus, to a bunch of non-believers who didn't receive the message, afraid of rejection. Imagine this boy. That was a clip from a recent evangelism training at Rome Baptist Church. The following week, we distributed Gospels of John near the Colosseum on Good Friday, an event I have participated in for many years. As you know, I was not always a Christian, and for me to be God's ambassador here in Rome is truly a resurrection from my past dead life in sin to his new life he had always planned for me to live in him. Thank you so very much, Jesus. As you may already know, Mission Roma provides day tours and even multi-city tours throughout Rome and Italy. I have enjoyed the company of many of you over the years, and it is my great pleasure to share with so many people the places I have found to make the most memorable visits of a lifetime. If you or someone you know is planning to visit Italy soon, please consider Mission Roma as you make your vacation plans of a lifetime. Yes, you can partner with Mission Roma. Here are 4 very convenient ways. Online at missionroma.com, just click the PayPal donate button or the recently added Cash App icon. Or from your bank with Quick Pay with Zelle, just use the email address missionroma@live.com or by mail at the address on your screen. God bless you.